What do you do when the world crashes down on you? When a phone call delivers bad news, when your bank account dips below zero, when betrayal hits you from someone you trusted? Most people panic. They shout. They spiral. But the few who rise, the ones who shape history, do something radically different. They get still. They go silent. They turn inward, not outward. In a world obsessed with noise and reaction, the calm mind becomes the most powerful weapon you can carry. A chaotic mind drowns in emotion, but a calm mind sees with clarity, thinks with precision, and decides with power. Napoleon Hill once said, "The man who controls his thoughts controls his destiny." That's not philosophy, it's survival. In the middle of storms, calm becomes a seed of resilience. While others scatter in fear, the calm thinker creates structure. This isn't just a motivational speech. This is a survival manual for your inner world. Because the truth is, your external chaos can only rule you if your internal calm is missing. If you're tired of losing control, if you're done letting the outside world dictate your inner peace, then this message was meant for you. Stay with me. It's time to rewire your power. Calm is not weakness. It's not passivity. It's not surrender. Calm is power, refined, focused, unstoppable power. In a world that celebrates noise and speed, calm is a quiet force that rewrites destinies. Napoleon Hill understood this truth deeply. He taught that definiteness of purpose, the ability to know what you want and pursue it relentlessly, only flourishes in the soil of a calm and focused mind. You can't chase your dream if your emotions are chasing you. You can't plan your future if panic is driving your decisions. That's why Hill once wrote, "Peace of mind is the most priceless possession on earth. Because in peace, your genius wakes up. In calm, your vision sharpens." The storms of life will come, losses, rejections, uncertainty. But when you're anchored in calm, you don't just survive them, you shape them. You use them. You bend chaos into clarity. Most people think calm is about breathing slowly and talking gently. But true calm is inner stability when everything outside of you is shaking. It's walking into a meeting where you're underestimated and staying grounded. It's hearing criticism and choosing not to flinch. It's waking up in crisis and still building your plan for the day. Calm people don't need approval. They don't beg for control. They are the control. Because they know something most never learn. Reaction is expensive, but calm is profitable. You don't need perfect circumstances. You need a calm decision. Calm turns pain into strategy. It turns waiting into preparation. It turns setbacks into comebacks. So train yourself daily, because when the world breaks loose, the calm mind doesn't panic. It positions, it prepares, and it wins every time. You cannot train your mind to stay calm if you don't first understand what keeps disturbing it. Napoleon Hill made it clear. Accurate thinking begins with understanding the facts, not feelings. And one fact is always true. Something is triggering your chaos. It's not just life being hard. It's specific moments, specific people, specific beliefs that keep pulling you out of your peace. Maybe it's a coworker who disrespects you with a smile. Maybe it's the silence of rejection that reopens old wounds. Maybe it's the voice in your head that says you're not enough, no matter how hard you try. Calm begins with investigation. Observe yourself like a scientist. What makes your heart race? What throws you off? Is it failure? Is it uncertainty? Is it pressure to be perfect? When you feel disturbed, don't fight it, trace it. Don't react, record it. The most powerful people aren't the ones who avoid stress. They're the ones who name it, who say, this situation makes me feel powerless, or this person activates my fear of being forgotten. Once you name it, you shrink it. Once you see it, you can shift it. Awareness turns emotional chaos into mental clarity. Your job isn't to run from triggers. It's to expose them, because once exposed, they lose control. This is how calm becomes a habit, not a moment. It starts by simply watching your storm instead of getting pulled into it. Stand back. Watch yourself like a movie. Say nothing. Just see it. That moment of silence, that's where transformation begins. Because the one who observed their mind is no longer its prisoner. They become the master. And that's where the true power of calm begins. When you stop reacting and start recognizing what really controls you. Reactivity is fast, loud, and emotional. It comes from fear. It comes from pain. It comes from the old wire in your brain that says, protect yourself now, think later. But reaction rarely protects. It usually destroys. One wrong outburst, one impulsive text, one angry email can undo months of progress. That's why Napoleon Hill emphasized self-discipline as the master key. Discipline isn't just about work ethic. It's about emotional regulation. It's choosing not to speak when silence is smarter. It's pausing before you act, breathing before you decide. Response is different. It's calm. It's deliberate. It's anchored in purpose. You don't lose your power when you respond. You reclaim it. Every time you choose stillness over panic, you teach your brain a new pattern. You train it to seek clarity instead of chaos. You rewire it to slow down when life speeds up. And over time, this becomes your default setting. Calm becomes your muscle memory. It's not about pretending you don't feel. It's about choosing how you express it. Next time someone disrespects you, don't react. Respond. Next time life shocks you, don't explode. Respond. Because reaction makes you a servant to your emotions, but response makes you a master of them. And masters don't panic. They pivot. They see, they breathe, they wait, and then they strike with intention. This is how leaders are made, not through talent, through control, calm control. The world doesn't need more reactors. It needs responders. It needs you, trained, disciplined, unshaken, calm. Even when your lips are sealed, your mind is talking. All day, all night, it whispers stories, warnings, doubts, and dreams. And most people don't realize how much power those silent words hold. Napoleon Hill called it autosuggestion, the idea that what you repeatedly say to yourself becomes your truth, your reality, your world. If your inner voice is loud with panic, everything around you feels urgent, dangerous, out of control. But if your inner voice becomes calm, steady, and empowering, then even the wildest storm feels manageable. The difference isn't in what's happening to you. It's in what you're telling yourself about it. Start noticing the phrases that play on repeat in your mind. Are they full of fear, shame, pressure? Then interrupt them. Inject new language. Speak to yourself like you would speak to someone you love. I am in control. I move with purpose. This storm will pass. Say it when it doesn't feel true. Say it until it does. This is not fake positivity. It's focused direction. It's rewiring your brain to move from chaos to clarity. Inner peace isn't something you wait for. It's something you say into existence. Over and over. Quietly. Powerfully. And as those words settle deeper, they become your new rhythm, your new atmosphere, your protection. So control your inner voice like a conductor guides an orchestra. Because when your inner world is at peace, your outer world starts falling in line. Calm isn't just a feeling. It's a frequency. And your voice controls the dial. Calm doesn't happen by accident. It's not something you stumble into when life gives you a break. It's something you build deliberately, consistently, quietly. Napoleon Hill said definiteness of purpose demands regular habits, and that includes a habit of calm. The strongest people you know aren't calm because their lives are easy. They're calm because they train for it every single day. The morning is your battleground. Before the world gets loud, before the stress knocks, before your phone lights up with demands, you must claim your space. Sit in stillness, even 5 minutes. Close your eyes and return to yourself. Speak truth out loud. I am in control. Today, I move with purpose. Nothing outside of me owns my peace. These are not just words. They are instructions to your nervous system. They are directions for your focus. Then see it. Visualize yourself moving through the day with calm steps, calm decisions, calm power. See yourself overcoming stress with steady hands. These few moments in the morning become your invisible armor. While the world rushes, you walk. While others panic, you pace yourself. Calm becomes your foundation, not your reaction. And just like you don't skip brushing your teeth, you don't skip this. Because your mind needs cleansing too. It needs anchoring. Your daily calm routine isn't a luxury. It's survival. It's the secret to staying steady in a spinning world. Show up to it daily. And watch your life transform from the inside out. Peace is contagious, but so is chaos. If you're constantly surrounded by loud, anxious, negative people, don't be surprised when your own calm starts slipping away. Napoleon Hill said your environment is one of your invisible counselors, quietly shaping how you think, feel, and decide. That means your surroundings are either building your peace or breaking it. Look around. Who drains your energy the moment they speak? Who always brings drama, urgency, or fear? You can love people from a distance. You can support them without letting them shape your atmosphere. Your calm is not a group project. It's your responsibility. Curate your space like it matters, because it does. Clean the noise. Organize the chaos. Play music that softens your mind. Choose friends who speak peace, who walk steady, who breathe before they explode. Sometimes it's not your thoughts that need fixing. It's the people and sounds feeding them. Guard your energy like gold, because once it's gone, panic moves in. Be around those who don't compete for attention, but create quiet. Who don't bring storms, but settle them. Your calm circle is your shield. Build it with intention. Protect it like your future depends on it, because it does. The real test of calm isn't found in peaceful moments. It's when everything you built starts to fall apart. When you lose the job you worked years for. When the person you trusted the most betrays you. When your plans collapse overnight and the future looks like a fog. That's the moment most people panic. But calm people do something different. They stay still. Napoleon Hill taught that temporary defeat is never failure unless you accept it. And in the face of loss, the calm mind doesn't collapse. It holds its ground. Think of the man who was let go without warning, his position gone, his bills due, his pride bruised. Instead of reacting with anger or desperation, he paused. He sat in silence for a full day, breathing, writing, reflecting. That stillness gave him clarity. A week later, he started freelancing. 2 months later, he launched his own consulting service. 6 months later, he was earning more than the job that fired him. Calm didn't just save him, it rebuilt him. Because storms are not permanent. They only destroy what's not anchored. So when the world shakes, stay still. Not because you're weak, but because stillness is how you hold on until the wind dies down. When your mind is racing, everything feels impossible. You can't hear your own wisdom. You can't see the way forward. But when you're still, solutions start showing up. Not because life suddenly got easier, but because your mind got clearer. Napoleon Hill said that faith is the only known antidote for failure. And faith doesn't shout. It whispers. It speaks in the quiet after the panic fades. That's why calm is more than a mood. It's a magnet. It draws in the answers you were too anxious to notice. It invites intuition, sparks creativity, and unlocks the power of perspective. In the noise, you only react, but in the calm, you receive. Think of a muddy river after the rain. It's cloudy, chaotic, full of confusion. But let it settle, and suddenly you can see straight to the bottom. Still waters reflect best. Your future becomes visible only when your mind stops spinning. Calm is where miracles enter unnoticed. Ideas, breakthroughs, opportunities. They don't fight to be heard. They wait for your silence. So trust the pause. Sit with the unknown, and let your calm invite in what stress was keeping out. Peace isn't the reward, it's the path. Walk it and watch life unfold. Calm is not something you're born with. It's something you build. A skill, a decision, a daily habit. The people you admire for their unshakable presence didn't just get lucky, they got clear. They trained their minds to slow down when life speeds up. They practiced stillness when emotions scream for attention. They mastered themselves before trying to master anything else. Napoleon Hill said it plainly. You either master your mind or your mind masters you. There's no in-between. And if you don't take the lead, your mind will drag you through fear, overthinking, anxiety, and regret. But when you choose calm, deliberately, repeatedly, you shift from chaos to command. You stop reacting and start responding. You stop panicking and start planning. Calm gives you power, not by force, but by presence. It makes you magnetic, strategic, and unbreakable. So breathe deeper, observe more, speak less, And train yourself daily, because your peace is your edge. If you felt something shift inside you, if this stirred your spirit in even the smallest way, don't let it pass. Lock it in. Comment, "I choose calm," below and subscribe for more timeless success codes. Your mind is your kingdom. Rule it well